And of course, the opposition has made a new strategy to counter our president's deal that is trying to make sure that we get to fight against the high cost of living. So right now we're looking at court cases aside, a coalition mounts over a fresh round of anti-government demonstrations that are being prepared hand in hand with some of the principals in Azimio.
That's right. After this meeting, they resolved to pursue out-of-court means in putting pressure on Kenya Kwanza to address the high cost of living. Of course, that has been, worsened by the rising taxes and the many new statutory deductions that are coming our way. But they're also joining forces with petitioners in some of the public litigation cases. So whenever a petitioner goes to court over whether it's the housing levy, the new housing fund, whether it's a new taxation on this, that, they are joining forces with them. They are also planning maybe to go back to the streets. It is said that opposition leader Raila is going around the country to gauge the mood of the people and see if a fresh round of protests is something that, could be effective. Of course, but also using the same as a new member drive to recruit new members into ODM.
Yeah, with the housing bill also, we've seen that there is opposition from, that is Affordable Housing Bill 2023 is facing opposition, and it's coming from stakeholders with 5 associations, including the Institution of Certificate Public Accountants, voicing concern over the proposed legislation as public participation came to a close yesterday. Ties on to...
doctors as well.
Doctors
are planning to actually go on strike to fight the new mandatory 2.75% housing levy deduction.
Yes.
And
and it's pretty much looks into what Kenya Kwanza government promised and what they are actually adding on, which is a good number of punitive taxes. Once in power, its implementation of housing and healthcare was actually for these levies at 1.5 and 2.7% of the gross monthly earnings are now just eating up straight into our budgets as Mwananchi. Now, the big problem is they promised that they're going to find structures and ways, including
finance
budgetary
projects,
allocations
Yeah.
to actually give us a way forward.
Right.
But sasa imesemekana kwamba all these monies we are going to pay, and it's off our salaries.
There's a story on that, how Ruto broke the housing pledge. That's on page 6 and 7 of the Daily Nation. Of course, I want to see if the doctors will take to the streets over the housing levy. I think it's important that all Kenyans who are opposed, do make their voices heard. And this public participation round that we had given you, we actually gave you the locations for where the barazas were happening. So hoping that people gave their thoughts on the housing levy, and that in the coming weeks we get to see perhaps a change, a reduction, something happen.
Opposition wamesema on Friday they're going to be having a meeting at Kamukunji, and of course the officials of the ODM say the political jamboree will double as a membership recruitment drive that the party has been running for a couple of months right now, and of course also just getting to find a way forward. Maybe, just maybe, Maandamano will be back.